2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Cowboy ball.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up at 6. Brings up second and
line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. This is Elliott.
Elliott again, the ball carrier. Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
22-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 24. A gain there of 30 big ones.
4-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Curtis Weaver. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here in
the big bodies up front?
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On the carry.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
On the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's doing.
And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Kaepernick. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. This to Jarwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Get this down to the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
36-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. This one to Jarwin over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Jarwin.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Kaepernick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. First down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? To the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Brings up fourth down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Rosas' kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get us.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Solomon Thomas showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the move to his left. And now Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
1st down, Dallas.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Play brewing in this NFC title game. Here's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
26.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
29-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line and wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, we want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Shotgun now from Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one goes for 8 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, 1st down Arizona. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Barkley
just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On the run, it's Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A gain of 2.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.